everyone, I'm Suhana Marchand. A decision is coming today on a huge construction project, one the federal government says is crucial for the future. It's all about whether Enbridge should be allowed to build a pipeline to carry bitumen from Alberta's oil sands nearly 1,200 kilometers to the coast of British Columbia. A panel from the National Energy Board held hearings for months into the $6.5 billion project, and in a few hours, the three members will make their recommendations. Naturally, the interest in this is really strong in the country's oil capital. We've got Erin there. He joins me live from Calgary. This pipeline, Erin, just walk me through the reasons why it is so polarizing.
Sure, right. Well, the major reason why people are sort of on one side of the fence or the other side of the fence of this is whether or not you think this pipeline is going to be a boon to Canada's economy, or whether or not you worry that building this pipeline and operating it is going to be harmful to the environment. Now, those that are concerned about the environmental impact of this project are sort of falling into two camps. One, there's the people out there that just don't think that the oil sands are a good idea. Of course, the oil sands are where the bitumen that is going to be coming through this pipeline comes from. So there's the folks that are against that, and there's the folks that are concerned that this pipeline, which is going to cross some really pristine parts of British Columbia, could leak, could rupture, and it's going to be really hard to clean it up if that happens. Now, on the other side of the coin, of course, you have the folks in towers like this from the energy industry and the federal government who are saying that this is an essential piece of infrastructure to get Canada's energy to tidewater, so to get it to other markets. This is how Minister Joe Oliver put it yesterday.
We have a strategic imperative, which is to move our resources to tidewater to access new markets, because the market that we've been relying on virtually 100% is the United States, and they have found vast amounts of gas and oil and are not going to need us as much. In fact, they're going to become competitors.
So many people watching so closely, Erin. What's next in all of this?
Well, that depends on what the decision is, obviously. So today, what's going to happen is this panel is going to make a recommendation about whether or not they think this project should go forward. They don't have the final say, of course. This is going to be moving back to the federal government, and they have a bunch of options once it goes back into their court. They can either follow directly the recommendations that this panel puts forward, and I should say those recommendations will likely include a number of conditions if this does move forward. So conditions on how this should be monitored, conditions on how it should be built if it does go forward. So it'll be a long process after today. If it does get the green light, of course, it's a whole different ball of wax if this panel comes out and says that this project shouldn't move forward. Then you're going to have a federal government who isn't happy with that decision, and you're going to have a group of environmentalists from BC all the way through to the United States that are going to see this as a victory.
Thanks for the update, Erin. That's Erin Collins in Calgary, and we'll get the perspective, by the way, from British Columbia later in the program.